Hello, my name is Faye and welcome to Meet the Conwegians. This is a continuation of the 100 Faces of Conway project, and this episode is going to highlight a member of our Conway community who is making an impact. So come along with me as I sit down and talk with them and get to know them and paint a portrait of them holding something that brings them joy. So I'm here with Preston Palmer, and we're just kind of hanging out, and I'd really like to know why you chose this as the thing that brings you joy.
My music is something I've always had. Growing up as a kid, my family was somewhat musical. My mom and her side of the family played guitar, and I have a lot of memories of them coming to our house growing up and playing Beatles songs as a family, and then I would learn a few chords and jump in and play along with them and that sort of thing. And so, so the guitar has brought me a lot of joy as a young person, and still to this day. And now I am able to play with my kids. I got 3 boys. I have 3 boys, and they all want to hear songs. They'll see my guitar hanging up in my bedroom and point at it and guitar.
Aww.
So I'll get in there, there's a lot of the marks on this guitar from them just beating on it. Like I'll hold a chord down and they'll kind of just bang on it.
Yeah.
And, whether it's Itsy Bitsy Spider or some other song.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an instrument that's seen me in a lot of different places in a lot of different ways in my life for a lot of years now. And right now, currently, it's kind of seeing me through a new-ish phase of fatherhood and trying to impart some sort of love of music to my kids without forcing it down their throat, since I do a lot of musical things. I chose that, and for that reason, and my fly rod's like too big to bring in here. So. Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about Palmer Music. I know that you have a school in Conway.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So we have, I own Palmer Music Company, which is does a few different things. It's a music store where we sell musical instruments, guitars primarily, pianos, drums, accessories. And then we also have a lesson program that sees all ages at all skill levels for most common instruments. So we teach guitar, piano, drums, violin, fiddle, band and orchestral instruments, voice. We do a lot of voice.
Oh wow!
We've got an amazing group of instructors right now. I think currently we're teaching 340 students. I think is what we have right now coming through and getting lessons. So that's a big part of my life. We also have a repair facility there where we fix instruments when they break, or clean them up if they need cleaning, just whatever might go wrong with a stringed instrument. So we have a lot of fun with that business. It's been interesting to see it kind of change over the years. I started doing that in 2011. Our first location was over on Harkrider Street, and it was only a teaching facility at the time with a repair shop. And then a few years later, I bought the music store, Jack's Music, which was kind of the music store in Conway for many, many years, along with Conway Music. I grew up working at Jack's Music. From the time I could drive an old truck, I was teaching guitar lessons and doing repairs at Jack's. And so it was cool, years down the road to be able to kind of carry that on. So anyway, music's a big part of my life, and guitar specifically. So, and this guitar, I had a couple I was thinking about bringing, but this one in particular was given to me by my parents at my high school graduation in a lot of years ago. And this is a Taylor 814. This was the one that I had my eye on for years and years as a kid, that I would drool over in Jack's Music. And so this one I carried on the road with me. It's been overseas. a lot. It's written a lot of songs. It's played a lot of crazy places, including my crazy house with my crazy kids. It's got some cool battle scars, and it still sounds better today than it did when we bought it. And so, yeah, so I brought this one for that reason. The other guitar that I have, I've had since I was an even younger kid, and that guitar is the one that hangs in my house that my kids beat on all the time. So, so yeah, but this one, yeah.
That sounds
this
really
this
special.
has been with me. I mean, it's kind of got corrosion all over it and
Yeah.
stuff, and it's all banged all the heck
Yeah.
back here on the back and stuff. Yeah, it's fun. It's got a little battle scar here. There was my church was raising some money for this thing that they support every year, and they had hit a big goal, and they were so excited that they had a music stand that fell and it hit a microphone, and the microphone fell and it hit my guitar. and so I was like, hey, we'll keep it. It's all good. So
That's a good story.
yeah, absolutely.
So how long have you lived in Conway then?
I've been in Conway or Conway adjacent my whole life. So I say that, I'll clarify. I grew up, my parents live in Wooster, Arkansas,
Yeah,
which is
sure.
that way. I went to Greenbrier High School, and then after that, I basically just moved to Conway. All my friends growing up, I had friends that I went to school in Greenbrier with, but then, you know, I attended church and attended other events in Conway, and so a lot of my lifelong friends are Conway people.
Okay, I'm a little biased because I am married to this humble, sweet man. Preston has lived in Conway for over 20 years and has just invested so much time and resources into the community by assisting with things like musical events and sponsorships, all kinds of things, various events, including providing music for downtown events like the tree lighting each year. And so he started his business from scratch after being a traveling musician for several years in his younger days, and working as a guitar teacher and guitar repair person called a guitar tech at Jack's Music, which was a staple of Conway for many, many years. And he did that from the time he could drive until he opened his own business for instrument repair with the blessing of Jack and Jack's help doing that. And he then ventured into musical education and opened up his first real, true business, Preston Palmer Studios. And after that, ended up buying Jack's Music, and then the rest is history.
Well, I am so excited to have Trisha and Preston Palmer with us today in the Conway Corp Studios, and we are going to do his reveal, which is my favorite part of this series. So, Trisha, would you mind helping me reveal the portrait? Here we go. You ready? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Look at that.
Yeah. Awesome. Looks great.
Oh, that's awesome.
You will notice the nick in the guitar. I was very
Got it.
careful to add.
Got it.
Oh.
My pastor will appreciate that. Awesome. Thank you. That's amazing. You got the gray in my beard and everything.
Yeah, I did.
As you know, I nominated you. One, because I love you, and I, might be biased, but I know you more than anybody, and I know how humble you are, how giving you are, and quiet about it, and that, it's, people don't see as much as I see what all you do, and, not just for your family, but for your community and for work and all the things, and
thank you.
I just love you, and I think you deserve it.
Thanks. I love you too. I appreciate it. Thought about the nonprofit question, and I've recently made some friends at Graybeard Forge in Conway. It's a nonprofit that exists to kind of work with veterans and first responders, and they provide them a place for community and a place to work out and a place to to just have some good camaraderie, and they've been really good to me, and I'm not a veteran or a first responder, but they've been excellent for that community, and so I want to shine a spotlight on them in any way that I can.
Well, thank you for following along as I got to sit down and get to know Preston a little bit better. And through our conversation, I got an opportunity to realize that he's such a pillar in Conway and creates opportunities for musicians. And it was really wonderful just to hear him play his music and get to enjoy some of the talents that he's cultivated over the years and just learn more about his business and what he does in Conway. So on behalf of your community, I'd like to say thank you for all that you do.